Some of the national criticism of New Orleans has been, well, they had black-on-black crime prior to Katrina. What's different now? Another criticism has been, it's a capitalist society, therefore, unlike Haiti, we don't need to give as much. They have the freedom to move and go to other cities and get jobs there. What do you say to those people who think that it's that simple of an equation?
Well, I mean, black-on-black crime, to address that issue, before the storm, the population was about 7%. The majority of our crime victims and perpetrators were African-American, and it was black-on-black crime. The problem with that is that over the last 40 years, the city has failed to put exceptional learning institutions in areas where there's poverty. So we have, over the years, continued to allow impoverished areas to remain that way, to remain with mediocre education systems and things like that. We have generation after generation after generation of families who haven't graduated from high school. So in a sense, you have people who have, a mother can't sit down and do homework with their 6-year-old or 7-year-old. That's a problem. So those are some things. When I say that we have some people problems, it is because we have failed to educate the impoverished in the city. And anytime you fail to educate the impoverished, you're going to have crime problems. And that is what New Orleans has. And that's why our crime rate has been for 40 years. Actually, you can go back to, not due to poverty, you can go back to the late 1700s, New Orleans had a crime problem. But in modern times, over the last 40, 50 years, we've had a crime problem because we've always had a severe poverty level, which is normally at or above the national average. So that's a problem. When you talk about the capitalist society, New Orleans love New Orleans. There's no city with all of our faults, which every city has some. There's no city that has the chemistry, the culture that New Orleans has. And that's what captures people. That's what makes it very difficult for people to leave New Orleans because New Orleans is a very special city. I know that one sort of contradicts the other, but the fact is New Orleans is a very, very special place.
Do you think the history of slavery in the South, in terms of Jim Crow laws, not being that long ago, people have high expectations of New Orleans and low-income areas improving faster than possible? Or do you think that their expectations are realistic in terms of the growth of the African-American community here?
Well, yeah, the expectations have to be judged based on the effort. And the effort hasn't been there to really improve our impoverished areas. So you can't expect those areas to improve greatly when no efforts or systems have been put in place to improve those areas as it relates to the aesthetics of the area, parks or playgrounds, or the educational system. So you can't expect people to change when nothing about their environment changes.